Hello from a very soggy Cornwall this morning. Today I'm going to swatch the Holbein Artists Watercolours Pastel set of 12, which I received in Jackson haul that I showed in a video a couple of days ago. Okay, let's get stuck in. First up is Brilliant Pink. Okay, I'm going to do a thick area to the left of each box, and then swatch across and see how light and transparent it goes. The Brilliant Pink is semi-transparent, classed as semi-transparent. The next colour up is Shell Pink, which is one of my favourites. I already own this in a large size tube. It's just got that perfect amount of yellow in it as well. So the first two semi-transparent, and this is the first opaque one that we've got, Naples Yellow. Another opaque one is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Jaune, Brilliant number 1. So let you see that. Oh, they're looking really nice. Okay, onto the greens. The first one is Leaf Green, which is transparent. No white pigment in it at all. Okay, the next Compost Green is one that I was going to buy separately. I just really fancied these true pastels, and that's completely opaque, the acetone. Emerald Green Nova. This is semi-transparent, and it's not really what I wouldn't really have classed this as a pastel, even though it's got white pigment in it. Next up is Compost Blue, another semi-transparent, though very opaque in the acetone. I wouldn't really call it very pastel-y. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not showing this again. Yeah, it's not what I would call a pastel really, though it has got white pigment in it. Okay, the next one, Horizon Blue. This is an opaque one, quite a pretty blue. Next is Verdita Blue, semi-transparent. I bought Verdita Blue from Daniel Smith fairly recently, and it's quite similar. The hue is yeah, pretty much identical, though they granulate a bit differently from each other. I think I'll do a another video where I do a few comparisons, but also have a bit of fun with trying to mix up some dupes for these. With my new titanium white Roman Szmal, my first titanium white watercolour. Okay, next up is lavender. This is semi-transparent. The only other lavender I've got is a Roman Szmal one. And again, that was really, really similar in hue, but slightly different granulation. Very pretty. And the last one is lilac. Another semi-transparent. This is one that I was going to buy in the large tube that I was after. Okay. As far as light fastness goes, most of them are 2-star, which is moderately durable. And then we've got a couple of 3 stars, Naples Yellow, Jaune Brilliant #1, Verdita Blue, Leaf Green. They're all 3-star, which is absolutely permanent. Right, I'll let those dry and then give you a close-up view of them. Hello, the paints are nearly dry now, so I'll just show you those. Okay, so we've got Brilliant Pink, Shell Pink, Naples Yellow, Jaune Brilliant #1, Leaf Green, Compost Green, Emerald Green Nova, Compost Blue, Horizon Blue, Verdita Blue, Lavender and Lilac. While the paints are waiting to dry, I thought I'd have a play around trying to make some dupes for the Holbein colours. Okay, so we've got the Holbein Brilliant Pink here, which is PR209 and PW6, and I got an almost perfect match there with my PR209, which is Daniel Smith Quinacridone Coral, and my PW6, which is Roman Szmal Titanium White. Then for the Holbein Shell Pink, which is PO73 and PW6, I haven't got PO73, so I tried it with PO71, which is Transparent Pyrrole Orange, and that was a bit too orangey. Then I tried again with Pyrrole Scarlet, which is PR255, and that was a much closer match. I've also got the Holbein Artist's Pencil in Shell Pink, and I was just curious to see how close in shade they are. They're not a perfect match. In fact, the Holbein pencil is probably closer to my first mix. I had a go at the Jaune Brilliant #1, which is PO20 and PY35. I was trying to stick to single pigments, and the closest I've got out of mine is the PY153 and Indian Yellow. And they're close, but definitely not identical. Then I had a play at Holbein's Compost Green. I wanted to see what PG7 and which is Phthalo Green blue shade, what that was like with PW6 on its own. And I absolutely love this turquoise, pale turquoise that it came up with. But the compost green is PY3 and PG7, so I had I used the same phthalo green with a bit of lemon yellow in it and got a pretty close match there. Next was Holbein compost blue, which yeah, PB15, so some kind of phthalo turquoise. This was Winsor Newton's phthalo turquoise, which is a PB16, but that was the closest one that I could get. And then for the horizon blue, it's 3 pigments, PB15, PG7, and the closest I had was a slightly greener phthalo turquoise, this time by Snellier, which, yeah, close but not the same at all. And again, this was the Holbein pencil in horizon blue, which, yeah, it's not a perfect match. And then that way. Then on the last page I did. So this was Holbein Verditer. This is that Daniel Smith Verditer, which I have, which you can see granulates. Identical colour, but it granulates a little bit more. And then I just had a quick go mixing my own with PB28 Cobalt Blue and PW6. Then there's Holbein's Lavender, which is very, very similar to Roman Szmal's Lavender. And I was just curious to see what Snellier's Royal Blue was like. And actually it's kind of probably closer to the Verditer, but somewhere in between. Oh, and also for the lavender, Holbein's formula is PB15, PB29 and PW6. So I had to go at, I haven't got PV15, I've got PB29, French Ultramarine, PV19, I used Permanent Rose, and PW6. And it started out, it was more similar when I was swatching it, but as it's dried, it's separated out more into the pink and the blue have separated out more, and so the overall hues changed. And then last of all, there's Holbein's Lilac, which is PR122 and PV23, and I had both of those. I got the PR122, Roman Szmal's Magenta, and PV23. I used Snellier's Dioxazine Purple, and got a pretty close match with those. Oh yeah, and then it just occurred to me, I didn't try mixing it. Holbein's Leaf Green, I don't have many paints this colour, but I recently got A Gallows Fig Green, and they're a pretty close match there. See, A Gallows granulates slightly more. Yeah, so that was, yeah, it's just fun just to have a go at making my own pastels. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.